part 2 of the Woodland walk. Pick up from where we left off on part 1. I'm in the Hazel copse, and this was February 2024. As you can see, just beyond that little hedgerow there is, you could see grass. That's the southern ride, which we use as the main access for driving into the woodland. We do bring the car quite a ways in now, but that took a lot of work. At the time of recording this video, we couldn't get a car down there. So we've done a lot of work to dry out that ride and manage it. That's another large poplar. And they're planted in the same rows as all the other trees are. This was before we started to coppice the hazel. And aside from removing the tree guards, which I think Dan is doing just ahead of me there, we hadn't changed anything, we hadn't cut anything down, dug anything up. It was the early days of getting to know the woods. And as I've said before, a lot of the time was spent just exploring, getting to know the woodland, formulating a map in our heads so that we knew where we were. Because as anybody who walks in woodlands knows, it's easy to get lost. There's a large pile of tree guards that we've been working to take off. On some of the trees as well, if you look to the lower metre of the trunk, you can actually see the difference in the colour of the bark where the tree guards have remained on for too long. And with it being winter at this point, there are no leaves on the trees at all. You can see the leaf litter on the woodland floor. Just coming into one of the stands of silver birch. The pioneer trees, often the first to colonise scrubland. They do play an important role in the early woodland years. You can probably also see that most of them are leaning in the same direction, and that's because the prevailing winds, when they were a lot smaller, came from that direction, so they have grown in a leaning formation. Very fine leaves on silver birch. I can actually recognise the type of tree by the sound the leaves make in the wind. Silver birch are a very gentle, delicate noise compared to larger leaved species. And they make a pretty good firewood as well. A few more failure to thrive. The ash. More or less every dead young tree that you can see within the woodland is ash, due to the dreaded ash dieback. So I've looped around. You can see base camp coming up ahead. Please like and subscribe. It really does help us get the word out there about conservation of British woodlands and wildlife. We appreciate you watching. Give us a like. And there will be more.